Welcome to the Canada Guns Talk Show, episode 67. Summer is coming. I am your host, the Rover, and tonight we have a really average show for you tonight. Really average. Nothing out of the ordinary. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yo.
Something Gear Guy, Elixir, and Crazy. Folks, there is something to be updated on, though. There is something that has happened that has not happened in a long time. Elixir vapes. That's it.
Oh.
Also, he went shooting.
We
also,
know. Come on.
Larger? Like, no joke. I think you are looking larger.
Mm.
Yeah. Looking a little broad there. Yeah. Keep that up. What have you been up to, Elixir?
Well, what was it? Last Monday or something? I don't know. I went shooting for first time since fucking October. So.
And how was that?
Well, I pinched my I pinched my chest between the 44 lever between the bench, yeah.
Is that because you're so swole?
No, because I was sitting in a really stupid position.
That was your perfect opportunity to say because I am
Come on.
so
Well, that might be a part of it, yes, but yeah, that was unpleasant.
So was it like a purple Nurple except not on your nipple?
Oh no, it like took a tiny chunk out of me.
Oh.
Wait, 44 Magnum, right?
Yeah.
In a rifle.
Yeah.
Took a chunk out of you.
Yeah, I
It's
said a tiny
thumpy.
chunk.
Wait, have you not shot
You haven't been going to the gym enough.
have you
Yeah,
not
I shot that Ruger 7744 the other week.
It's thumpy.
Yeah.
It has thump. Oh, shut up, Mr. 300 fucking wing mag.
Oh, I hate shooting 300 Win Mag. Anyways, I'm jumping all over Elixir's time to talk.
No, I'm pretty sure that's all he did.
Yeah, that's literally it. So
Did you even take out your big gun?
my 308, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you shoot it?
Yeah.
Did you hit anything?
Paper and steel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How did it do? What are you shooting with it? Something fancy?
Oh, I did the X reload dot thing because I still haven't thrown out the paper.
Oh.
And did okay for not shooting for pretty much 6 months. So
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So how come you're not all in black? Like, what's wrong with you? Aren't you like an elite sniper with an elite sniper weapon?
no.
No.
Supposed to be wearing some tan pants and a black jacket of some kind. Arc'teryx, I think.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
not.
Platelat says you're a pussy, Elixir.
I seen that.
Yeah, so I just looked it up just because I was like, 44 Magnum. No, it was fine. You're maybe pushing like 1,000 foot-pounds at the muzzle, depending on how you load it. And
This was
223
just with some factory 240s. So
Oh, those
but
are
it was enough that, you know, a metal butt plate and my chest and concrete will apparently pinch you real good.
maybe if you were shooting it real awkward off the bench.
I really was. It was
Yeah.
fucking stupid. So
Sometimes that can happen.
Stupidity knows no bounds.
Well, sometimes you try to shoot like a rifle for groups and you're shooting off the bench and you're like, oh man, I don't have a rest that's the right height. Or you're shooting prone and you don't have the right stuff and you end up like right in the butt somewhere weird on your shoulder. And that's when you get bruises from like real weird rifles that shouldn't rightfully give you like bruise you up.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It was just fucking stupid. So
I kind of had that same thing a couple weeks ago when I shoot trap. I shot like 8 rounds of trap, like back to back to back. So that was like 200 shots. But, you know, it's just fucking target loads, right? I don't know what it was, but I was kind of sore after it. I think I was just doing snap shooting, so I wasn't really shouldering it properly. And
Which shotgun?
just my 870 with a big fucking 30-inch barrel. Also, I could just be a huge pussy, which is entirely possible. Hey, Elixir, how did that 44 group? I only ever shot that thing with my reloads.
Well, I'm shit with iron sights, so I never bothered to actually group it.
God damn it, man! Get some data.
No.
Do it.
I got a quick group with the 7744. It's very easy to see the holes in the paper because they're fucking huge.
They are.
Yeah, right around like if I could keep it up with these two over here, it would be right around an inch. It tossed one out to the side there.
Was
so
that a flyer or was that just you?
Not me.
It's always a flyer.
It's always a flyer. You never worry about that little guy.
Nah, not that little guy.
Not that little guy.
No, I mean I can print about like a half MOA to an MOA depending on the rifle. So when I see something at 2 inches, I don't think it's me.
Are you sure though?
Well, the commenters on my YouTube channel are sure to point out that I suck at shooting. So,
well, we all know that.
It's all me. Yeah,
it's clearly you, not the gun. I mean, the 770 is the epitome of bolt action rifles.
The best design. Yeah.
They just still get 8 mil on that because I know you did like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Constantly, every week. Yeah.
That's amazing. That makes me so happy.
Me too. I like it.
It's nice to get.
I love knowing how much I'm pissing people off.
Speaking about pissed off people, not that this relates in you in any way, shape, or form, but hey, Crazy, what have you been up to?
The fuck do you mean pissed off people, you fucking asshole?
There you go. Case in point.
Yeah, I actually went shooting. That's why I'm cleaning this thing. I shot this, and I shot my Scorpion, and I shot my Sig, and yeah, that's about it. Everything was shooting well.
Is that your Hillary hole 666?
686.
686. Yes.
Yeah.
I about getting rid of that.
I really don't care. If it breaks, I'll get rid of it. But
yeah, but then if it breaks, then you have a bricked gun.
Oh well, I'll figure out how to fix it then.
Yeah, it's temporarily.
It's not like it's impossible to take this thing apart,
Just take a grinder to it the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely. Just fucking angle grind the shit out of this fucker.
Just make a snub nose revolver. Those are cool, right?
Oh man, if I could fucking own a snubby, I'd own that instead of this. Believe me.
Fuck yeah, I would too.
Fuck, I fired one in Michigan. If you're not holding it right, it hurts your fucking wrist.
Well, how long are the barrels on those? Isn't it like 1.5 inches or something like that?
No. This one was like 2.5, maybe 3 inches.
I swear they're like 1.5 inches, man. If you look at them, they're just like a fucking chode sticking out.
I know they're a chode. You got to remember they've got this part in here too is the barrel. So you've got like fucking half an inch, 3/4 of an inch there. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you had that much of a chode, it'd pretty much just be this. You'd have a sight on the front of the fucking frame. I want to see that now. That'll be hilarious.
Well, they have. Well, actually, no, I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Keep going.
Other than that, I'm going to Vegas next month. I was just sitting at work one day, and my manager comes in and goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're going to Vegas."
Darn. I guess, you know what? I'll take one for the team. I guess I'll have to.
It sucks, but I guess I'll go and...
Is it a conference?
Give all my money away, drink my liver to shit, and shoot machine guns. In between having to go to a Hewlett-Packard conference.
Ooh!
What kind of new printers do they have? Oh, I wonder.
This is Hewlett-Packard Enterprise.
Oh, so you're going to deal software. Ooh, a new ERP version. What does this one integrate with?
Yeah.
Dynamics? Really? Oh, you guys.
Yeah, so I'm going to Vegas, and then in September I'm going to Japan, which is completely not gun-related, but...
You fucking weeb. You fucking weeb. I knew you were going to do it.
Gotta go to Japan for a thing.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Japan because I've wanted to go to Japan for like 3 years now. So, yeah.
He's got to go pay a little small Asian girl to pet his head.
Call him, what do they call each other? Not waifu.
Go to a cat cafe.
I mean, I've debated going to a maid cafe, but we haven't.
Come on, we know you're not debating that. You're going.
I knew it.
I've actually been meaning to go to the maid cafe in Toronto for a while, and I just haven't.
You should go and
Not authentic enough.
Actually, pretty much everyone who works there is Asian, and most of them are Japanese exchange students. I've got a buddy who goes there enough to probably get discounts. Fuck.
That I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's really not. It very much is not.
So you're gonna go to a maid cafe in Japan so you can get someone to call you senpai or something like that, right?
No, they call it. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you what they call you.
Let me
white foreign tourists who are taking your money.
Let me try. My Japanese accent is terrible. Christopher-san.
Christopher.
Christopher.
No, the maid cafe they call you Goshujin-sama, which is master. There you
All
go.
right, so where's this place?
They're master. All over the weebiest part of Japan in Bata and Tokyo.
You can't. Please stop, please.
Or alternatively, somewhere on Dundas Street in the middle of downtown Toronto.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't want to go to Toronto.
Oh, Toronto? No. Japan? Okay, maybe.
So I got a question. Are you going to take the body pillow as a carry-on, or are you going to pack it in your suitcase?
No, he's gonna get a new one there.
I'm going to buy I'm going to buy its own airfare. It's getting its own seat on the plane as it's deserving of. I do not want to degrade my waifu.
Oh, God.
I don't even actually have a body pillow.
Sure you don't.
Thanks for clarifying that.
That's I've debated when I move out though for my guest bed, like getting anime bed sheets and a body pillow for anyone who wants to stay at it.
Oh, you gotta get the milady one.
What?
There's a one with like a fat guy with like a what's the hat that
the fedora?
A fedora, and he's like milady, and he's got a rose. He's
Fedora-san.
Other than shoot this, and I'm debating whether I get myself a gun for my birthday or whether buying a fucking vacation is expensive enough.
I got the 617 for my birthday.
Yeah, I've been debating getting myself a 617 or whether I should order an FX9.
Well, if you feel like being an absolute tool, you could buy that 14-3 that 17-3 that Chef Boyo was looking at. I'll link it to you, and you will probably buy it if he hasn't bought it yet.
Who knows?
No, but seriously, I'll talk about mine in a second after Adriel. Are you good, by the way?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go back to cleaning this shit.
All right, Adriel, what have you been up to?
I was trying to put the link in of this milady pillow, but I think I'll screen share it just so that I can show everyone what this is about. Right there, bam!
I found the link for it too.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
You got to put on your guest bed.
Oh yeah. I like them. I like the socks and sandals.
Exactly. I should look for one of those at Anime North this year.
I like the socks and sandals the best out of that.
Oh, beautiful. All right. What did I do? Nail test update. Okay, that stuff was still corrosive. So it's just obvious, though, right? You can look at it from a distance and be like, yeah, those two are corrosive, and that guy's corrosive, and everything else not really. So, yep, some of that stuff is corrosive. Let's see here. 3-gun match. The range at Chaz is basically letting us have the whole shebang for the summer matches. So we're getting all of it, all the bays. And since we're getting all the bays, we get to add more people. So we're going to have matches with like 70 people at it. It's going to be crazy.
That's getting south of the border levels almost.
Pretty like our major matches, like Prairie Fire is right around 100 people. And that one in BC is 90, I want to say, somewhere around there. So having like 70 people at like a monthly match is pretty up there. Yeah.
That's decent.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do it, but we will try our best because we're volunteers, and we're volunteers. Yeah,
I believe in you.
I believe in practice score. Hopefully, it doesn't this time. Let's see here. I won some stuff from the CCFR, so I got a calendar as like a gift, and there's like a little tag on the like a Gunny Girl calendar.
Yeah,
out around here somewhere. Anyways,
did you hide it so the kids wouldn't get any ideas?
Yeah. I didn't want to get in shit, right? Anyway, so you can apply for prizes on it. So I went and filled out the thing and whatever, and I won some stuff. And it's Mother's Day next weekend, and I won some, like, they gave me a bunch of girl stuff. So they're like,
Oh.
I don't know. There's a bunch of scent stuff in this box.
Oh, for a second there, I swear I thought that was a vibrator.
Oh, that would be. I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would go over.
Hey, Adriel, buy a WeVibe. It's a gift for her and for you.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff in here. There's a T-shirt in here too. I've been meaning to check it out just in case I like pull it out and be like, no, that's not for you. That's for me.
Is it Adriel sized?
Oh yeah. You know what? That's the most important. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's not.
There you go.
It's not wife sized. Help you make the perfect shot. The headquarters X Reload. Oh, it's an X Reload T-shirt. Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, now. I want one of those.
That's mine. Yeah. Anyways, Mother's Day shopping done, so I just have to be quiet and pack that shit and regift. Let's see here. I got some T1000 flasher targets. Let me see if I can find. There we go. I'm just gonna share the screen here. This is for the 3-gun club, and it's
You
that's
fucked
weird.
up.
I fucked up. I made a mistake. Let's try that again. That one. There we go.
There you go.
So now you get this target hit indicator is this little string of it looks like LEDs over here. This is actually like a rubber fiber optic thing that you can shoot over and over and over again. It just like takes up the damage and it still works. So the actual like unit sits behind the target and it flashes when you shoot it. So that's kind of what we got coming up here. So it sits kind of in the back there and it flashes out the front. So we had some targets out at 200 and 300 meters, and 200 and 300 meters, unless you have someone with a spotting scope watching the target, it's very easy to not see the hit or not hear the hit, especially when you got hearing protection in. So the idea with these things is that now you can put something out, like we could put some targets out at like 500 meters and this would still work. Some of the other units have like a receiver and sender. They have one that sits on the back of a metal target. And then they have like a flash that's like 20 yards off to the side. Those work really well, but if you have targets like interspersed, like hundreds of meters apart, they don't talk to each other very well. These are all like self-contained, right? They're waterproof, a couple of AA batteries in there, and that like rubber flexible thing on top there. You can shoot it a whole bunch and then just replace it. It's like a $10 part after you shoot the hell out of it. So
how much is the whole thing though?
$200.
Oh, does it come in package?
Package of
one?
Yes. Yeah. So $200 gets you one of these target hit indicators.
Holy shit. I guess did they just release that? Is this like a new product from a new company, or is this a
MagnetoSpeed? This is MagnetoSpeed. Yeah. There's a couple of other ones out there. There's a flash one that uses like a camera flash that's very bright. But I heard not so great things about that one. This one is supposed to be really reliable, simple. And I don't know if it works really well for the club, I might buy one myself because I've got a couple of targets out at 500 meters out at my parents' farm. So it might be nice for that kind of stuff.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah, you should do a review on that.
Oh, I should review it. The club buys stuff and I review it. I mean, it's it wouldn't be bad just to show a video of how it works, but it's super cool. It does like a yellow flash when you like barely miss it, so it hears the snap of the bullet on the ground next to it, and really? It does red when it actually hears the impact of it on the steel. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Oh, so it's not a motion.
Correct. It's not motion, so you could put it on a thick piece of steel that's not going to move, and it'll like feel the vibrations from the steel rather than from like the snap from something that just kind of cruises by.
Interesting. That's not a bad idea. I mean, if it works, the $200, for a competition or somebody that can benefit from it, I could see that being worth it.
Yeah. So I got 6 of those things coming. Let's see here. I did a video on the KSG and the Ruger 7744, that 44 Magnum, and that's the accuracy I got out of it. Nothing fantastic, but fine for a 44 Magnum. I did a video of my 3-gun match in, what was last month? April. Yeah, April. I can't remember if I talked about that match on the show or not yet.
I think so. Yeah, you had stoppages on your AR.
Yeah. I still haven't tested my AR. Match is coming up on Saturday. I'm hoping I can make it out to the range one of these days.
Just go to the range and bring 6 mags and mag dump them. That's testing enough, right?
Yeah, that's a shitty thing about having a restricted though, right? Like I can't just go out to the back like anywhere in the countryside to shoot this thing. I have to take it to a certified range. I don't want to yeah, I'm out of options in terms of this. I gotta drive 45 minutes outside the city and shoot it there.
Now here's an idea. Hypothetically speaking, you could build 2 guns to be identical, except for the fact that one's restricted and one's not restricted with an SLR. And assuming the tolerances are the same in an SLR and they're not absolutely full of shit and that thing actually sometimes drops sometime in this fucking century, wouldn't that then mean that you could do some testing of sorts?
You know what? If I get the WK-180C and it is accurate enough, and accurate enough is 1.5 MOA, I will run that for 3-gun instead. Like the AR is great. I like the usability of it. But if I can run something non-restricted, it just gives me more options, right? I don't need to have like a competition gun if my non-restricted gun works just fine for it.
You got a pre-order on one of those, right?
Yes, I'm really early on the pre-order too.
Talk to Wolverine about getting that shit sponsored.
Then I gotta like do stuff. I don't like being beholden. I'm going to do a review on it anyways because I'm really excited about it, and I think that a lot of people need to see like the details about it, how it's built, and you know that's the kind of review I'll do. But if I get sponsored on it, like if you get sponsored by a gun or an ammo company, you gotta take pictures of it. You gotta post so often on Facebook or Instagram or that kind of thing, and other stuff. And
you can't talk shit about it.
Can't talk shit about it. I like the freedom of just owning stuff.
Can you sponsor me?
What exactly are we sponsoring? You're lifting?
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, damn it.
You already have gains. You don't need sponsorship.
Yeah, but this pays for that, so I don't have to, actually work a job.
You need like a sponsorship from someone that like does protein powder or something like that.
That'd be great.
Sends you like bags of it, like 5-gallon bags.
Mammoth
powder.
They come in like pound jugs and 5-pound and stuff like that.
So like a 50-pound bag, like you feed a dog out of it. It's just this big, and you just have a scoop in there, or you just put your face in there.
No, just stick your hands in there and let the protein soak through, and just get really
snorted.
I'll just fill my bathtub up with protein powder and just have like a dust bath every now and then.
Yeah.
It's faster it absorbs faster through the skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we interviewed Othais from Scene Arsenal. That
cool. Was a cool interview. I really liked that.
Yeah, he was fun. I don't know. He's done other podcasts. So he did We Like Shooting, and Trevor and I were on that just recently here. And yeah, he was a good guest. Could talk a lot. Like you could put him on a subject, and he's away with it. He's got it. So very easy to talk to, very easy to interview. So really cool guy. Yeah,
a really cool guy. I've talked to him a couple of times when I used to hop on the Gun It Live show. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's it for me, I think.
Right on.
There's some of this stuff later. Yep.
Hey, look, Gracie's got his fucking fantastic Wonder Gat there.
Yeah, I was just cleaning it and making sure it still functions after I did so.
There you go.
It doesn't like seem like a gun that you can really F up. Like you put it back together. Is there a way to put it back together incorrectly?
No. not unless you like fully take it apart, but if you're just field stripping it, no.
That's the proper way to make it.
It's an upper and lower business.
It is an upper and lower with a bolt inside of it, and the bolt has springs that come out of one way.
Upper and lower?
One way only.
Just have like a dust cover, like all the other like Uzis and that kind of thing. Just a big dust cover that comes off, and then the bolt's just sitting there.
Kind of. Here, I can take it apart.
Like that's how the Polish Uzi has it. They just have like a dust cover on top, and yeah.
There you can see the bolt kind of.
No, it is an upper.
In there.
That's a
Yeah,
proper upper.
It's a proper upper, and it's connected through like a pin there. The barrel's bolted into it, so
Dual
like
recoil spring kind of thing.
There's the dual recoil spring off the bolt there. So
I love the dual overhead recoil spring, like the AR 180B style, where it's got that plate on the back that you just pull it apart right quick from the back.
And the only thing that stops the bolt from coming out is actually these two charging nubs. They fit. There's a slight expansion on the groove at the back of that. There you can see it there, and that's how you take them out. Is by you when the gun is assembled, it will not cock back to that point. See?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't go back far enough. So when you take the upper off, you can slide it back to that point and pull those two nubs out, and that's how you take the bolt out.
Yeah,
and it slides out the back.
I love it. All guns should be made to disassemble easy and have the minimum number of parts and maximum simplicity.
So bolt guns.
Bolt guns are up in there, yeah.
No, their triggers are fancy. We need a striker fire bolt gun.
What?
What? Not like those hammer fired bolt guns. Jeez, those are
yeah. Those are too complicated.
Wait, are there hammer fired bolt guns? Isn't that that RN50, that Serbu rifle, is hammer fired? But it's not even a bolt gun though. It's like a pipe bomb gun.
That's a pipe bomb. No, it's not a gun. It's a pipe bomb.
Masquerading as a gun.
Yeah. It comes. I bet it comes with a disclaimer. This was built by a guy that makes guns on YouTube.
He also makes bombs on the weekend.
Yeah. Elixir knows a little bit about building bombs, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So apparently there was one other that I found so far, which is the Remington Keen rifle, which was a 4570 made in late 1800s.
And it had a hammer, huh?
Yeah.
Well, today you learn, folks. Accent proof, crazy. Accent proof.
I already did that. I popped the fucking thing open.
Those ghost batteries.
Go and fucking look through all that shit and see the sky coming through it. It's fucking proven.
There you go.
And you have a good proof is because it is proven.
The way to prove it is to aim it at your webcam and pull the trigger over and over again.
I would do that, but my 22 is 22, and I don't do that to 22s, especially with the ones with transfer bars. Speaking about it, I went and shot this little motherfucker again, and this gun is so fun, man. This gun is so fun. I put through it not 22 long rifle. I put 22 longs and 22 shorts through it.
Rat shot? You probably didn't want to like damage whatever's downrange, right?
Well, you know what? Like technically, I'm an RSO. I can't just blow up a whole lane. You know, It's just not good for business. You know.
Yeah.
They'd have to get the machinery in there and rebuild the entire side of the mountain.
Fair.
Yeah. But let me tell you what, man, putting 22 short CBs through it. So you don't know, the CCI CB. I don't know what the CB stands for, but they are loaded super slow, like 720 feet per second, right? And it's like shooting a cap gun, man. Like it's like put, and it's like, oh.
If you think that's quiet, you should get the Aguila Calibris.
I might look for them because seriously, this gun is just so much fun.
They are one of the biggest reasons I want a 22 caliber revolver. I want to buy a whole brick of them, and then just you don't hear any. I fired it without hearing protection on. You don't hear anything.
I didn't fire without hearing protection, but I just had like my regular Howard Lees on, or my Lee High Import Sport ones, and man, I don't know if it was actually blocking anything or not. It just sounded like a loud pop.
Yeah. The Colibris are 460 feet per second. They're slower than a pellet gun.
That's pretty crazy. This is what happens when you don't have any sort of recoil. A ragged hole. This is when you have no sort of recoil and you shoot him quickly. Then I have a couple of more like shitty groups everywhere. The difference between the longs and the shorts is literally nothing. I didn't because it was again longs and shorts. I shot 22 quiets, long rifle quiets out of it. Same thing. I mean, this gun, like, this thing is ridiculous. It weighs a ton. It's got a single action trigger. The double action is stupid smooth too. So I had no excuse for shooting it poorly. Just my sloppiness, if I wanted to, or whatnot. Like I have no issues shooting that at 25 yards with in the double action. I just it's smooth. You just pull back and there is no snagging, no grinding, no nothing. It might be better than the 357 simply because it's not a fucking explosion happening every single time you pull the fucking trigger. It's just a pop.
Speaking of, I shot mine with the rubber grip on it. So first time I was shooting this after taking the rosewood off, and I still don't like it. It still moves in my hand, even with the standard grip on it, and I still can't really get a comfortable grip on it. So I mentioned that like I like the grip on the GP100, and someone said just buy a Hogue grip for this thing. It's literally the exact same grip that's on the GP100.
Yeah.
So
it's just a Hogue grip. And if it like moves, just put some JB Weld in there and call it a day.
And then
my hand moves in the grip. The grip doesn't budge. It's my
JB Weld that too.
Yeah, JB Weld my hand to the gun. Yes. So, sir, is that a pistol in your head? Sorry, officer, it's stuck.
It's unloaded though. I also shot the 357 Swagnum, loaded with my stupid near max charge H110 loads. That shouldn't really say near max charge. In the Hodgdon website, the minimum charge it says is like 21 grains of H110. The max charge is 22 grains of H110. So,
they probably said like work up to this though, in case you see any signs of pressure.
Well, I didn't.
Straight for max. What's max? 22. I'll back it off a little bit.
No. They say the max charge is for a 10-inch barrel, and I'm guessing it's not a revolver. I don't know what they're testing it on, but it could be actually no. It should be a revolver, but a 10-inch revolver is kind of odd. So I'm thinking it could be like a Thompson Center Contender or something like that. I don't know why they would be testing that on that, but whatever.
But they don't actually test it on actual guns. They have like a stationary system or whatever that electronically fires primers and everything, and they just swap barrels onto it.
Some sort of weird rail gun of some kind.
Yeah, it's basically just a giant rail gun.
Today you learned. So yeah, that thing, it's still a shitload of fun because it's 357 Magnum loaded to like 1,800 feet per second. So I was shooting it in a fairly close sided shooting lane. The Victoria fishing game, we have a 25-meter base for basically any kind of moving and shooting, and you can just keep walking back and forth, and you don't have to call a ceasefire in the other lanes because we have great big not baffles. They're literally just stacks of tires side to side, and I mean, I guess that's going to stop a bullet because I kept walking down range, and everybody says that you can't. It's got to do something. They're basically giant bullet traps on either side, and nothing's going to come through because they're like.
Are they filled with sand or something?
I'm guessing.
They had like the CFOs would take a look at this. It has to be something.
Yeah, it's got to be something. I mean, all I see on the outside are tarps covering up the stacks of tires, and I'm sure the stacks of tires are full of something. But yeah, they're giant. They're like 2-3 meters tall, and some lanes are pretty damn wide, like I would say maybe 10-15 meters wide and then 25-meter long base. And then there's others that are much narrower, like I don't know, 5-6 meters wide, and that's the one that I was on and shooting the 357 Magnum with those thumpers in what amounts to be basically an alleyway. It's you feel the blast not only in front of you but on the sides of you. and it's fun. I liked it. I was shooting it. I also at 25 yards, but I also shot it at 5 yards. And we're not 100% sure what that is. What these are? We think they're burn marks. So we're not really expecting all of that powder to be burnt in a 8 3/4 inch barrel. So yeah, probably sending some of that H110 down range and not burning it, but whatever. It's fun. And if I made it lower, then I'd be going into my own testing of loads, and I'm just gonna stick to whatever Hodgson says. I'm gonna probably stick to minimum loads of H110, which again is 21 or maximum 22. So whatever. Yeah, and this is what happens when you shoot it quickly. You put 4 in a nice group, and then you flinch for the last 2. And then this is what happens when you take your time at 5 yards with that stupid revolver. So you make a nice little group, and it's nice and neat. Disclaimer: I'm only using the Tendies target because I had it in my bag, and I'm not gonna waste a target, even if it is from a.
And what kind of group do you get throwing the bullets at the paper at 5 yards? I expect it's about the same.
Yeah, about the same. About the same. Also, go fuck yourself. I should group it at like 25 yards to see what the hell I can do with that, because I mean the damn thing has got a giant side radius, almost. It's only a few inches off from being as long as the side radius of
Type 81.
Yeah, the Type 81. Remember that post. But yeah, that's basically what I did. Then I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys what I ordered. What did I order?
If it's not Dragon Dildos, I'm going to be very disappointed.
You're disgusting, and you should feel
Pillows.
sorry.
It's pillows.
What I did order was this: a Vortex Viper 50mm sunshade for my scope. Why did I order this? I had a sunny day at the range once, and I don't want to have to build a sunshade out of the target stand for pistols at the 250-meter range. So I'm gonna get this, and plus it's gonna make the scope look huge. So that's gonna be fun.
Did you get me a hat though?
They're $30, so I would have literally made the order up to $100 instead of
22 speed loaders.
Yes, I'm gonna buy 22 speed loaders for this thing simply because it's fun to shoot this thing, but it does need a little bit more, just a little bit more. 6 shots is all fine and dandy when it's 357 Magnum, but when it's freaking 22, you just want to shoot them quicker. Also, I'm wondering if the fucking 22 shorts are even going to be able to poke out of the fucking body of the loader.
That's a good point. That'll actually, if they barely fit out of the body, it'll probably be a lot easier than 22 LRs to fit in the gun because you don't have to worry about them wobbling around as much.
Yeah. Also, when you shoot that 22 a lot, it gets dirty really quickly, and then the rounds don't even go into the cylinder unless you push them in. So I'm not looking to go action shooting with this thing. And then I decided that I was gonna jump even further more down the rabbit hole of reloading.
Oh my god, you're buying Lapua brass.
Hey, this is cheaper than I've seen it anywhere else.
It's $1 for like more than $1 a piece of brass, for Christ's sake.
Hey, I bought it for 99 cents a brass.
That's
you could
still
find
way too
308
much
at the
for
range.
brass.
Just pick it up off the ground. There's
That's what
lots
I'm
of
using for my shit scamper bullets, and they're already grouping sub MOA. So unless I can't
good to go.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Sub MOA.
I want them to touch. Okay, I want all the holes to touch.
You need your bullets to touch.
I want the holes to touch. I want Mickey Mouse. Elixir knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Touch the tips.
And in order to help me achieve this even more, I also splurged on primers. I decided to go with Gold Medal Federal Premier.
What the fuck is even the point of match grade primers?
Hey, it's fun. You should ask, sir. There is apparently a test about it. So I was using CCI large rifle primers, the standard usual ones, and this is the extreme spread and standard deviation seen from different primers. And who would have thought that Cellular and Bellot large primer rifle primers are apparently some of the best primers out there because they have the less extreme spread and the less standard deviation.
Remington's the worst. Look at that.
Yeah, Remington did not do well. So instead of, I was looking to buy the what the fuck am I called? I was looking to buy the bench rest match from CCI. Apparently, not as good as the federal ones. So I went with the federal ones.
And are you going to load them with Sierra Match King 168 grains?
Hey, it's funny. You should ask.
Now you just got to find the powder that they use in gold medal match, and you're all good.
Not only am I gonna load them with Sierra Matchkin's 168 grain bullet projectiles, I am also gonna load them with Hornady
ELDX 178 grain.
178 grain. So I am expecting the gun to finally perform up to its capabilities, and hopefully you'll
when
see.
it doesn't get any more accurate than your Scam Pro ones, I'm expecting you to rage like fuck.
Hey,
No, we'll
Right
see
now-
how bad of a shot Crover is.
yeah. If after all of this there is no improvement, you can call me trash, and I will change my fucking flair in CanadaGuns to that trash guy.
No, you won't.
Okay, what's your average group size right now with the Scam Pros and the like range pickup brass?
Right now, I'm loading 45 grains of Varget using the CCI 200 regular large rifle primers with PMC once fired brass and the 147 grain Scam Pro full metal boat tails, and I'm getting sub MOA. I'm getting an inch or less, with the best group out of those being like 0.72 MOA and the average being closer to 0.9, 0.95.
You should be able to beat 0.9 with like excellent quality ammo and excellent quality bullets. You should be able to beat 0.9.
Yeah, I mean this is a freaking Tika T3 varmint with the heavy barrel.
I can't shoot that well, so I would not put in all this effort.
Hey, right now I'm removing as many errors as possible. I am also gonna be playing with seating depth with these ones because these ones actually are long enough to allow me to play with seating depth, because the Scam Pros are 47 grain and they're actually quite short of a projectile, and I could not get to the throat of my fucking Tika with those short projectiles.
We're just falling all the way down the rabbit hole with this.
Hey, I still don't have a a micrometer die.
Yep.
And a powder trickler.
I don't have. Oh, my powder trickler was just a pinch.
Tweezers. You need to grab the grains one by one.
I
I
actually do that. I just use
Oh
my
my
powder throw
god.
and I sprinkle in however much I need till it's actually perfectly level to on my scale.
Son, I am disappointed.
Why, bitch? I'm going for groups. Also, I'm only shooting at 100 yards, so it's all pointless.
How much time is this taking versus like what is the cost of the time versus buying factory loaded federal Sierra Match Kings that can probably do this just as well?
I don't know.
We get worked over for the price on those in Canada. Those Sierra gold medal matches are so
like $36.99 for a pack of 20.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, but I haven't seen a box of factory premium ammo be under $50. That's just what it is here on the island. Also, Island Outfitters price gauge is like a motherfucker, but you know they're never gonna sponsor me or anything. Sorry.
Well, I mean, Cabela's charges like $50+ for a box of that stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any cheaper than fucking loading my own ammo ever.
Nope.
Well, you know, cost wise, if it literally does take me. Well, actually, no. I go by batches. I prep all my brass. I deprimer and I tumble it because I'm a fucking heathen, and then I clean out the chunks of corn out of the primer pockets, and I resize using one shot because I'm not an animal that still uses lube pads, and then I trim the brass, everything to the same length, and I'm happy with that. Seat them all to the same length, and I'm happy. Once I've gotten a proper charge out of these guys, I have 200 of each of these projectiles, so I'm gonna go full tilt I'm talking 5-shot groups, testing first at 0.5 grain intervals, and then once I find a good charge, I'm gonna go down to 0.1 intervals, 5-shot groups, plus and minus on either side of the charge that I found to be the best. And once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna test seating depth. And the max overall length of a cartridge in the magazine for the Tika is only 2.82, I think. And according to Elixir, he's had projectiles be like 3.2.
On my dad's Savage Stealth, whatever the hell the newer one is, on his, he could seat them all the way out to, I think it was like 3.2.
Yeah.
Until it was touching the throat. So, or touching the lands. But the magazine isn't that long, so.
Yeah. No, the magazine is made for factory ammo, the ones from the Tika. So factory's, loaded pretty short. And I'm expecting some stupid performance out of this. According to Pixis, our resident long-range shooter here on the subreddit, playing with seating depth is just a stupid change in performance. He said that it's not uncommon to drop your sizes from, if you're shooting 0.7 down to like 0.4, 0.3, it's stupid. I don't get how that works. I get how it works. It's kind of crazy how much it can affect it. That's basically it.
Neato.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be shooting 0.3 next week? Averages is what we expect. So you need to shoot like 5 targets all in one piece of paper, 0.3 ish.
I'll do my best.
If it's not less than 0.5, I'll be disappointed.
Hey, you know what? My absolute best group ever was a 0.24. But that was only a 3-shot group.
So it doesn't count.
It doesn't.
Lucky.
Yeah. It's a Mickey Mouse, though. It's a Mickey Mouse. And that's all that matters. Other than that, do we have any other topics?
I find shooting at steels a lot more fun than shooting at paper nowadays.
Yeah, shooting at steel is fun. That's why I bring my gong with me.
Yeah, I'm
6-inch gong hanging at 200 with a 223. Since my thing's 6-inch and half-inch thick, I could hardly fucking hear the thing when it goes off with my 223.
Wait, how big is it?
It's a 6-inch square and half an inch thick.
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
And with a 223 at 200, I can hardly hear it.
Are you cratering it at all?
Cratering it?
Yeah. Do you see any deformation on the steel?
No.
No. Okay.
I've even shot that thing with steel core, and it doesn't really do anything to it.
Yeah. If you shoot like, even if you shoot really good steel, if you're shooting it like at 100 and you're pelting it with steel core, you might see some deformation. Not deformation, cratering. You're not gonna bend the steel, but
I shot it with my SVT at 100 and nothing.
Yeah. You must have gotten a really good batch. Mine. I don't know where. Right. Mine was a gift from Summer Sniper. Oh, Summer Sniper. Should we organize that again this year?
We probably can't do that thanks to Reddit's new goddamn rules.
Fuck. Oh, we'll do an IRC sniper again. If you want to play it, come to IRC. We'll do an IRC sniper. Let's see. Topics. Oh, experts weighed in. C-71 is a failure to Canadians. We had a couple of professors from universities analyzing the policy, and they arrived at the same conclusion that anybody with a gun already knew. This is stupid. Why the hell are you wasting our time and our money with this? Any update on that, Crazy? There was a discussion on House Commons today, wasn't there?
Yeah,
I just like how everyone got pissed off about it. Like both the anti-gun, the pro-gun, and like for the anti-gun, it was just like this isn't anything, and for the pro-gun, it's like, man, this is just a pain in the ass. It's like everyone hates this bill.
Everyone, fuck. No, I really didn't pay much attention to the House of Commons debate today. All I heard was basically the Liberals were lying through their teeth again about what the fucking bill does and not answering any questions the Conservatives were posing about it, which, is par for the course for the Liberals. No real big surprises, no real startling revelations. It was the same bullshit. This is probably the best bet for delaying this piece of shit is to have it delayed in the Senate.
Yep.
If we can manage to get the senators to send it back to the House of Commons, it's pretty much guaranteed to die before the next election.
Fingers crossed. Let's see, what else do we have? I guess I might just pop this.
People were trying to call for an assault weapons ban.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is an assault weapon, though?
Is it black? There you go.
No, but you know, in the
assault
States
with.
they have, you know, an actual definition of what an assault rifle is or whatever.
Well,
but we
in
don't.
the States, they changed the definition of assault rifle to that of an assault weapon or whatever the fuck it was. It was dumb as hell.
In the States, they just keep redefining assault weapon more and more restrictively or entirely arbitrarily to ban more shit.
Well, that's par for the course.
Do you want to go by Dianne Feinstein's current definition of assault weapon, or do you want to go with the 1994 assault weapons ban definition of assault weapon?
How about they just fuck off?
Exactly.
Let's see. How many shit posts are on the top post of the week?
Probably a lot.
All of them.
That T-shirt is brilliant.
That
I
T-shirt,
really need to get one of
I
those.
feel really bad pulling that from the ad from the site. By the way, just don't link anything in a store. The way that we're going about things nowadays is we can link to websites of stores. You just can't link to products in those sites of those stores.
What if it's really cheap?
Nope. I'm gonna
Oh.
pop in and I'm gonna do my copy pasta and get rid of your link. Sorry.
I'm gonna sneak one by you.
What about the? There's now a Canada Gun Deals subreddit.
I saw it posted and I looked at it and then I never looked at it again. How is it going there?
It you must be invited to join this community now. Apparently,
Are you serious? Well, that's an excellent way for that to die.
what? The moderator apparently set it to private. Great.
This is excellent. I approve this of this highly.
And then the response to that one.
Yeah,
that
with the
was
762 by 54.
Yeah,
And
babushka.
it's odd sixth, comrade, not odd.
Hey, we have a nice photo shoot here. I was looking at that. That's an ACR, ain't it, Adriel? Down here at the bottom. Yep. XCR. XCR.
Yeah.
XCR. Mhm.
Ugh. The ACR is the one that never went anywhere thanks to the U.S. military. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I would
Tiger
love
arms.
a G43, but they cost so much money.
Yeah, also enjoy shooting it because the ammo is
What do you think I have to deal with my K98? I already know.
yeah. Oh, somebody's got a 10 gauge. I saw this and I was like, should I? And then I realized
That's a 10 gauge?
that's a
Fuck.
10 gauge. Look at the barrel. Look at the fucking barrel. It's a fucking pipe.
Big
Have you
booby
ever
boy.
held a fucking like a 10 gauge Browning Gold semi? Those things weigh a fucking ton.
Oddly specific. No.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's about the only 10 gauge I got to work with at work. It was that and the BPS, and they were it.
Yeah, there's the reply. Babushka.
Yeah.
Also, there's a nip in here that has been censored out, unfortunately. But that's how did you not notice that, Elixir?
I don't really go on the sub much anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't really look- doesn't really look
Okay, it's
like that.
Firearms Deals Canada, apparently. Not Canada Gun Deals. That's why it was.
Yeah. All the best to them. Setting us up to private is an excellent way for it to die.
No, I typed the sub name in wrong.
Oh, never mind it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, for
I
fuck's sake, what?
apparently can't type the sub name in at all.
That's okay. Everybody has those days. Other than that, do we have anything else upcoming that is of note?
Maybe.
If you're in the Edmonton area and you want to go to Chaz and check out some like cool shooting, we're gonna have like an open day. Oh fuck, the 26th. I think it's on the 26th. There's a post somewhere. It's on Facebook or something. I'm doing a really good job of promoting this, right?
Oh yeah.
We've got like an open day for the range, so that means you can show up, not pay any entrance fee, shoot 3-gun or cowboy or long range or service rifle, or there's something else in there. I think we're gonna do like a handgun thing and like an action shotgun thing, and the cost will be like basically like retail for bulk ammo, with like free gun rental, and no PAL or our PAL required. So if you want to like try 3-gun or something like that, and you're in the Edmonton area, like search for the Chaz zombie shoot.
What if I want to be an obnoxious douche and shoot my obnoxious Break 223?
That'd be cool.
Oh, okay.
Bring your SVT 40. Be even more obnoxious.
I don't have one.
Well, you should fix that.
Depending
No,
on
they're like $800 now. Fuck that.
You should have gotten them when they were 300.
I did.
Then why did you sell it, you idiot?
should have kept it. I mean, depending on the day and who's coming out, we might have some big boy ammo as well. So someone was talking about a Shaytak intervention.
Oh,
and we're rated up to 50 BMG. So if we had someone in the club who had a 50 BMG, they might bring it out too. So there might be something out there. Maybe, I don't know. That's
anybody feels like paying $10 a shot.
So where is this?
It will be it's not going to be cheap to shoot any of that kind of stuff, but it'll be the cost of the ammo.
A crisp $10 bill per boom.
Just every finger pull and every like boom, where like the grass and the dirt flies up in the air.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. I would buy a 50 if I just absolutely positively did not feel like spending money on anything else ever.
See, if my range allowed it, I would have already had one.
You think you got a gun with a
our
Bushmaster?
range has it. We've got it at 2, 4, 5, and 800 meters, and we can do 50 at 100 meters as well. Ooh. But I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to shoot the steel at 100 meters with the 50 because you will.
I've seen
you will fuck it up.
No, 50 at 100. I think NV Geologist on r/guns, he says that 50 you just don't shoot it at anything less than like
it's AR 500 steel, so
it doesn't matter.
Bullet,
like unless
but it'll damage the target stand, right? It's so much energy to throw at that thing.
As far as I know, a 50 BMG at 100 will actually punch right through that steel. Speed more so. From what I've heard, speed is what will drive a hole through it more so than bullet composition.
Okay, but
I wouldn't say maybe punch it. I think it might just shear it. It might just shear through it. I don't think it will punch through it.
Unless it was a steel core or something like that. I don't think 50 BMG is going to punch through like a half-inch AR 500.
I remember seeing a thing from some company that makes steel targets, and they were shooting 50 at it, and they're like, "Yeah, this is fucking the target up until 300 yards."
Mm.
And I think maybe
they're saying 300 so that when they sell something, they don't just fuck it up completely.
I don't remember where. I'm gonna try finding it, but they actually had like the pictures of what they shot at the different distances.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna do that. That'd be fun. Yeah.
I am on the Victoria range on Fridays more often than not. That's my shift for RSOing. So I don't know. Anybody's in the Victoria area, come say hi. If I'm not in the multi-purpose, I'm at the rifle range. If I'm not at the rifle range, I'm at the shotgun range.
And call him the Crover, and he'll know.
Yes. Say, are you that guy that painted that shotgun like a gay giraffe?
Don't forget your tinfoil hat.
Don't forget it.
Oh, that would be so funny. What would you even do? Someone shows up in a tinfoil hat. You're like, oh, shit.
I go, oh, you're ready for the aliens. Are you wearing your protective blood plug?
You can't probe my ass if I've already done it for you.
Yeah. Can't probe my ass if there's a claymore in there. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is taking a turn.
Yeah, we're ready for the after show. Fuck it. Anybody else got anything?
Nah.
No. Come say hi at the range and come watch us again in 2 weeks. Yes, we changed the time. There has been a scheduling conflict that has arisen. So there you go. Other than that, thank you very much, everybody that watched. Thank you very much, everybody that was here today. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
And we'll see you again next Tuesday, 6:30 PST, 9:30 EST. Goodbye.